Hey guys, it's the Joker here back to you today with another video. And in today's topic, I just wanted to take the time to talk about the fact that I really wish and do believe that Eminem should have released his re-up compilation album on December 4 in the year 2005 when he would have been only 33 years old instead of when he actually released his re-up compilation album, which was on the same month and day but in the year 2006, when at the time he was 34 years old, even though in my personal opinion, I would have much rather preferred him to have released his re-up compilation album just 1 year earlier, but still on the same month and day that he released it. So at least when it comes to the day and month that he actually did release his re-up compilation album, not have changed that, but the only thing that I wish would have been changed is the fact that, one, it would have been released a whole year earlier than when it actually was. So in 2005 instead of 2006. And instead of being 34, which is how old he actually was when he released his re-up compilation album, I would have much rather loved it and preferred it if he would have been only 33. But that would have only happened if he would have released his greatest hits album earlier than when he actually did. So when he released his first greatest hits rap album in 2005 when he was 33, if he would have released it in 2004 when he would have been only 32 years old, which is the year and age at which that I wish personally that he would have released his greatest hits album, then that way he could have released his re-up compilation album in 2005 instead of 2006. And also on his greatest hits album, he could have been a year younger than how old he actually was when he released that, which was 33 years old, when instead he could have been only 32. And if it would have came out in 2004, it would have been older and therefore more classic. Same with his re-up compilation album. If it would have came out in 2005 instead of 2006, which it actually did, it would have been older and therefore more classic. And, you know, the thing that pisses me the fuck off and makes me furious as hell and just outrages me is the fact that ultimately all of Eminem's projects could have came out when he was younger, even if it would have only been a little bit younger. You know, obviously that wouldn't have been that big of a difference or like that much of a difference, but it still would have been a difference. That's all I'm saying. That's the point I am trying to make here, or that I am attempting to make myself. And, you know, obviously that didn't happen. And so you could make the very valid, you know, point and argument that, you know, there's no focusing on and dwelling on the past. What's done is done. History, you know, has been made or done the way it was, so you can't change it, so why focus and dwell on it? But also, there's nothing that says that I can't focus or dwell on the past. Even though I cannot change the past or change or alter history as much as I wish I could, you know, I think it's at least interesting that I even at least have these, you know, thoughts or ideas or opinions or belief systems that unfortunately most people do not have. And that breaks my heart because I wish there were more people out there in the world like me. I really do. Honest to God. You know, and it does pain me and frustrate me and crushes me emotionally that most people clearly and obviously do not have, you know, the same, you know, thoughts or feelings or opinions or belief systems that I myself do. You know, nobody thinks about things like I do as deeply as I do. Most people don't. They never have and they never will. But that doesn't mean that I can't share my opinions. It doesn't mean that I cannot, you know, share my feelings or my belief systems or what I believe should have happened or what I believe is right or wrong or whatever. There's nothing that says I cannot do that. And that is why I'm doing that. I am sharing my mind with you all. Ultimately, I'm sharing with all of you what's going on in my mind, what's going on in my head. And so yeah, but you know what I also wish about Eminem's re-up compilation album is that the very first track on it was an intro called Shady Narcotics and Narcotics. I'm sorry. And if you listen to that intro, Shady Narcotics, it has one of the greatest and best, rap beats that I've ever heard Eminem, not necessarily rap to, but just him saying the intro. Like, the beat itself was pure fire. The beat for Shady Narcotics was just incredible. It was fantastic. It was brilliant. It was awesome. It was amazing. And it breaks my heart that Eminem only used it as an intro and nothing more. Nothing more than an intro. It's just really depressing. Knowing that he could have used that for, a beat for an actual rap song. Like, track 2 on Eminem's re-up compilation album could have still been, that beat. I don't know, like, honest to God, it was just like literally, like, without a doubt, one of the best rap beats I have ever heard. Even Eminem just say an intro to an album with. He just simply talked in the intro. He didn't rap, but he just simply talked. But even when he was talking, he sounded so fucking dope. Mainly because the beat was fire. It was fire as fuck. And I can only wish that Eminem, would have actually rapped to that beat. Like, that he actually would have made it like a full-on, full-length rap song rapping to that specific beat. And sadly, it was only used as an intro and nothing more. And the intro was called or titled Shady Narcotics. And it's just fucking depressing. It's just heartbreaking that he didn't rap to that beat. I would say that's a waste of a beat right there. That's a waste of money. Because obviously he had to pay to even use that beat for an intro to his re-up compilation album. But, if you're going to have a beat that good, it's only right and just that you would make a rap song to it. At least that's my opinion. That's at least how I personally feel. I don't know about any of you, but, I strongly feel that, Eminem just completely and totally missed out on a once-in-a-lifetime chance and opportunity to rap to that beat way back when he was in his early 30s and just a long time ago. Years ago. And it sucks. It just sucks that he didn't do that. But, whatever. But the main thing is the fact that I wish more than anything that Eminem would have released his re-up compilation album on December 4 in the year 2005 when he would have been only 33 years old instead of December 4 of 2006 when he was 34, which is how old he actually was when he released it. I just so wish he would have been only 33. I also wish that Eminem would have only been 32 years old when he released his first Greatest Hits album. And I wish that his first Greatest Hits album would not have been called Curtain Call, but instead Shady Hits. I wish his first Greatest Hits album would have been called or titled Shady Hits, that I wish Eminem would have released on December, 5 or 6 of 2004 when he would have been only 32 years old. And, I just wish that Eminem would have released his first Greatest Hits rap album in the early 2000s instead of mid 2000s. But I can only wish that would have happened. And I wish when Eminem would have released his re-up compilation rap album that he would have released that in the mid 2000s, in the year 2005 to be exact, and not 2006 like he actually did. And of course and obviously, the fact that I wish more than anything that he would have actually made a full-on, full-length rap song to the beat that Eminem himself used for the intro, Shady Narcotics, for that compilation album entitled The Re-Up, or Eminem Presents The Re-Up. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say in today's video. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I'm out.